a coaching client asked, is there a process for having great ideas? Is there a way of replicating the kind of aha moments and insights that you do get when you're in a coaching session? And the answer is yes, there is. The first thing that you've got to do is kind of not jump to a conclusion straight away. Is kind of suspend decision making. And what we're trying to do is tap into these alpha states, flow states, and they follow a kind of pathway, which is the first thing you go through is this kind of struggle where you're doing things consciously and it's quite hard work. And then you begin to release neurotransmitters, things like anandamide and serotonin are pretty good for creating new novel pathways across the brain, as it were. And then, so once you've done the struggle and then you've released these neurotransmitters, then there's, you're into this flow state, and then you need a process of recovery, either sleeping or doing exercise. But to have a decision, first of all, suspend making the decision, and then just observe whatever it is that you're trying to have make a decision about, and observe the subject from different angles, get an outside perspective if you can, and just generally analyse and evaluate the situation that you're trying to make a decision about. And then what we do, we allow time. So what we're trying to do here is stop the conscious process and move it to a more subconscious, unconscious process. And so go and do something that will keep the prefrontal cortex, the busy mind as it were, doing something repetitive. For instance, so you could go and wash the dishes. A good one is going out walking, because that will of course get you into an alpha state quicker. But anything that will anything that will shut off the kind of like the inner chatterbox in the brain, as it were. And what this does, it just allows time for wisdom to percolate and to come forward. A great one is, for me, I quite often find going to sleep on a challenge or a problem or a decision that needs to be made. And coaching leaders, I find a lot of leaders tend to do this. But one thing you've got to do is, obviously, when you've experienced this aha moment or the answers have come to you, you've really got to react quickly, because from that alpha state you'll soon return to beta state mind, where it's busy mind, as it were, and the everyday things will crop up. So as soon as you have come up with an idea, come up with a response, react by writing it down. To make things a reality from inside the mind, the first thing to do is create a plan. But so write the thing down really quickly. So having great ideas, suspend making the idea to start off with. Observe the situation as much as you possibly can. Then just let it go, and then allow the unconscious mind or the subconscious mind to do all the work. Distract yourself by doing something, going for a nice walk, do the dishes, just do something that keeps the normal day-to-day mind, as it were, busy doing something that it doesn't need to really focus on too much, but be ready to react and record the ideas once they come, because you'll soon lose them otherwise, and they'll get lost in the busyness of the normal day-to-day stuff.